Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name Aini Syafawani Binti Faizal Sufian. I'm from class KBA 2435B. My matric number 2022828546. Over the past few months, I have been researching an important topic that affects many young people nowadays: psychological distress among youth. The goal of my study was to understand the causes, impact, and coping strategy surrounding this issue, focusing specifically on youth in Malaysia, aged between 16 to 24 years old. This presentation will share the key findings from my research, which involve phone interview with 10 respondents from diverse educational and employment background. Psychological distress is a growing public health concern globally and particularly in Malaysia. Recent studies have shown that 59% of Malaysian youth experience high level of stress or anxiety, making them the most affected age group. This distress can arise from various factors including academic pressure, financial challenges, toxic social environment, and occupational demand. If left untreated, it can have long-term consequences affecting their emotional well-being, physical health, social relationship, and overall quality of life. Through qualitative interview, I explore this dimension to better understand how psychological distress manifests and how young people cope with it. Now that we have set the context for the study, let's dive into the core of my research, the finding and impact of psychological distress among youth. The findings are categorized into key themes to highlight the primary causes of distress. Understanding these themes is crucial for addressing the issue effectively and crafting meaningful solutions. One of the most significant themes emerged was academic struggle. Many respondents reported feeling overwhelmed by the relentless pressure to achieve high grade and meet deadline, creating a stressful environment that leaves little room for relaxation. Some of the others, balancing academic responsibility with part-time job or extracurricular activity only adds to their burden. A lack of academic support or mentorship was also noted, leaving students feeling isolated and struggling to navigate their challenges independently. Another major contributor to psychological distress was financial instability. Students frequently struggle to manage tuition fees, daily expenses, and other financial obligations. Many respondents were forced to take on part-time jobs, which not only reduced the time available for academics, but also heightened their stress level. Furthermore, social environment, particularly toxic circle and relationship issues, were another recurring theme. Many respondents reported conflict with friends or being part of unsupportive and judgmental group of circle. This toxic interaction eroded their self-esteem, leaving them feeling isolated and misunderstood. For some, being in a social environment where negativity or passive aggressiveness was prevalent drained their emotional resources. The inability to find empathetic connection or resolve interpersonal conflict only deepened their psychological distress, making it harder to seek support or share their struggles. For the respondents who were working, occupational demand were a significant source of psychological distress. Toxic workplace characterized by high workload, unsupportive colleagues, and unreasonable demands from supervisor or superior created an environment of constant stress. The impact are explored to show how this distress affects different aspects of their life. The impact of psychological distress were categorized into four main areas: emotional, physical, social, and performance. Emotional impact. Respondents frequently reported symptoms of anxiety, sadness, irritability, and depression. Social anxiety and feeling of hopelessness were also prevalent, with many struggling to maintain emotional balance. This emotional strain often resulted in reduced self-esteem and a loss of motivation. Next, physical impact. The emotional toll of distress often manifested physically. Common symptoms included headache, insomnia, loss of appetite, and fatigue. Some respondents experienced severe migraine or recurring illnesses, which disrupted their ability to perform daily tasks and compounded their psychological burden. While social impact, psychological distress also affected respondents' social interaction. Many withdrew from friends and family, avoiding social engagement due to feelings of isolation or fear of judgment. Toxic social environment further deepened this feeling of loneliness, eroding their sense of belonging. Then, work environment and academic performance. For students, psychological distress led to difficulty in managing time, concentrating, and meeting academic expectations, resulting in declining grade and increased anxiety. Similarly, in the youth in the employment, faced challenges in maintaining productivity and meeting workplace demand, which created a circle of stress and underperformance. To address psychological distress issues among youth, a multi-level approach is essential. At the individual level, young people should be encouraged to adopt self-care practice, build a strong social support network, and seek professional help when needed. Educational institutions and workplace should provide accessible mental health resources such as counseling service and stress management workshop, while policymakers must prioritize affordable mental health service, integrated mental health education into school curricula, and raise awareness through national campaign. By addressing this systematic and personal barrier, we can create an inclusive environment that empower young people to manage psychological distress effectively. Let's now connect this finding into the role of human resources in addressing psychological distress. For youth in employment environment, occupational demands such as high workload and toxic environment can significantly impact their well-being and productivity. Human Resource Department play a crucial role in mitigating these challenges by creating supportive workplace. For example, implementing Employee Assistance Program (EAP) can provide confidential counseling service to employees. HR can also address workplace stress by promoting flexible work arrangement, ensuring fair workload, and recognizing employees' contribution through formal recognition program. Additionally, training manager to identify signs of psychological distress and support their team members can help foster a healthier work environment. This initiative not only benefit employees' mental health but also enhance organizational performance by reducing absenteeism and turnover while boosting morale and productivity. We have come to the end of video. So in short, psychological distress among youth is a pressing issue that require urgent attention. By understanding the causes, impact and coping mechanism highlighted in this study, we can work collectively to foster a supportive framework that enhance mental well-being. This study is a step forward advocating for targeted intervention that address the unique challenges faced by young people, ensuring they have the tools and resources to navigate their life successfully. Thank you for listening, and I hope this presentation inspire action toward improving mental health outcome for youth. That's all from me. Thank you.